because again, I just feel like it's just more moisturizing, and I like that high glass gloss shine. Hey guys, welcome back. What's going on, subbies, and how y'all doing, newbies? That means you and you and you too. And just in case you don't know what a newbie is, I'm about to tell you. A newbie be anybody checking me out, maybe for the first time, maybe for the second, it may even be for the third. We don't count numbers like that around here. We really don't. I just want all of my subs and I want all of my noobs to gather around and come on in. Okay, so for today we have a quickie, and I mean a quickie. Now you guys know, and those who are initiated and been with me on the color block a time or two, you guys know that, you know, when I do a little bit of color and I do the color update, honey, I was going to do the whole reveal and the bag on the head and everything like that. But I said, you know what? This particular update is not as dramatic or not as, it's more subtle. So I figured I'd just come on in here without any type of pomp and circumstance and show, and just get to the nitty gritty, show and tell you as far as my latest update with the color of my hair, and then we can get up out of here. Okay? So with that being said, just to catch everybody up, I have been tinkering with the color, and specifically with the Clairol Beautiful semi-permanent colors. A little while back, I did a little bit with like a blonde shade that didn't really show up to what, well, it showed up on my grays, but it wasn't really, it was too ash or too cool for my warmer skin tone. So then we upped the ante and we skipped on over to the toasted hazelnut. And that would be this right here. This is the Advanced Gray Solution. This is for gray hair, to help cover gray hair. So I used that. And I really liked it. It warmed it up and it gave it a little bit more red. Because, you know, for a while I was trying to get rid of the red. Then I wanted the red back. You know, that's my prerogative. I can change my mind a time or two. So I changed my mind and I added the red back to it. So I like it, and I've been liking it. So with that being said, a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a week or so, I said, you know what, I'm getting a little bored, and I am yearning for the hair I once had. Because years ago, I tinkered with Clairol Beautiful at that time too, but I used something different. I used the honey brown. So the Clairol Beautiful, which is not a gray solution, it's not in that line. It can still be used for grays, but it's not going to be as potent, you know, because it's not formulated for that. Anyway, I wanted to go back to the honey brown and just add a little bit more warmth to my hair. Plus I was a little bored. I did admit I was a little bored. So anyway, fast forward to, what was it, 2 days ago? About 2-3 days ago. That's exactly what I did. Yes, it's almost time for me to retouch as far as my relaxer. But honey, you know me, I could not hold my mule. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to color it anyway. It's just a little rinse. Well, you know, it's semi-permanent. So it's not drastic. It's not caustic. It is not as intense as regular color because we're not doing no lifting. It's just laying on top. So that's what I did. And I have to tell you that I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the final combination. And I think this is what we're going to roll with from now on. Now, you guys know that I like to wear black whenever I'm trying to show contrast between this and my hair. So that's why I am wearing the black. And so you can see that obviously my hair is not black. It's browner. And again, the change is subtle, but of course I notice it right away because, you know, I'm right here. That's why I always say I wish you guys were right here, like just sitting right here looking at me, at my hair, and not through the camera, because of course a lot is lost. It's not really fully translating via the camera, but it is more golden. What it did was it added more warmth and yellow golden tones to my hair, which I like very much, which definitely complements my skin tone. And so what I did was, well, y'all already know the drill as far as how I did it, you know, but we just gonna go over it. Y'all know that I did the color, okay? So I parted my hair and I parted and I had the gloves on. Boom. Then I added the color. You know, I added it here. I added it there. I added it everywhere as far as the honey brown. But the little change up that I did, I added more of the toasted hazelnut, and I just did that to my streaks. I have like a gray or storm highlight that is basically going through the middle where my widow's peak is. And so I added it there and I parted it to the roots where my grays or storm highlights are coming in. So I did that in sections. And then I did the honey brown all over the rest of my hair. So I did product placement, if you will, with the toasted hazelnut and just placed it where the storm highlights are. Then I finished it all out as far as the rest of my hair with the honey brown. Then I put a cap on my head. Then I let the color simmer for about 30 minutes or so. Then I got back in the shower and I rinsed it out, put the conditioner on, and then rinsed it out and then did my whole hair, and here we are. And I must say that I really do like it. Again, what it did was the honey brown, it brought more golden tones to my hair. Now, if you were to compare it to my last video, which I was going to put an insert in, but you're not going to really, again, it's subtle and you're not going to really see the difference. I see it, but you may not see it. But I love the softness that the Color Beautiful, that the Clairol Color Beautiful really imparts to the hair, because it sort of like conditions it and it adds shine. And what I've noticed between the two, as far as the advanced gray solution and the moisturizing color, I do find that the regular line is a little bit, it is more moisturizing. I have noticed that, because I know that I have complained maybe a couple of cycles, you know, for a couple of cycles as far as my hair cycles, as far as doing the color, that my hair feels a little drier, you know. And I know I was trying to figure it out, you know, because I've been using the same relaxer, using all the same products or whatever, but I'm just guessing that this may have contributed to the dryness as far as just a change in my hair. Not that it was making it drier per se, but it wasn't imparting as much moisture as, or softness, as far as the regular line does. Does that make any sense? Because this is more potent. What I found out, and I may have mentioned this before, the gray solution is much thicker than the regular Clairol Beautiful. When I did a test of this, the consistency is definitely thinner than the gray solution. It's much thicker, which makes sense. So it can cover the grays. It has more to do. It has a heavier load, okay, as far as duties, as opposed to this one, which is just going to, it's just supposed to shift the tone. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to do that much. So with that being said, if you're looking for something to cover the grays, the gray solution is going to be more up your alley, as far as this is for coverage and this is for more so a tonal shift. And what I've also noticed is that, again, talking about the moisturizing properties of this versus this, it leaves a higher shine. Like, my hair is really shinier because it's softer, and however it's moisturizing it, it's leaving it with a higher gloss as far as shine than the advanced gray solution. So I have noticed that as well. This still leaves a nice sheen, but this one leaves a higher shine. I can both feel and see the difference when it comes to the two. Now, don't get me wrong, they're both really good and I will continue to use this. But I like that I added this one as well, because I'm getting the benefits of both. So I'm getting the coverage as far as the gray solution with the toasted hazelnut, as well as the shine and the tonal shift and that golden goodness of the honey brown. So I'm going to continue. So this is the winning combination for me right now. I know that I also sort of threw out there that I was going to add a little bit of red because that's what I did in the past. I used the honey brown and a red from the Clairol, don't remember the name, meaning the name of the shade, but I did a combination of the two, and again, it was just a really nice, warm, reddish brown. That's how it ended up. And I may do that a little later, but right now I'm sated. As far as my color is concerned, my color cup is full, and I am totally sated as far as these two. This is a winning combination for me, and I'm going to continue to do this. I even thought about getting this in the clear because they have a clear version of this, which is just a gloss. So instead of adding color and shifting the tones in your hair, it does neither. It just imparts all the gloss and shine without any of that. It's just a clear gloss. So I even thought of doing that and having that handy as well. But I don't think I really need it right now if I'm going to use both. But that was an idea. That was an idea, especially if I just do the gray solution. At this point, I wouldn't do the gray solution on its own. I would have some type of clear gloss going on top. Because again, I just feel like it's just more moisturizing, and I like that high glass gloss shine. So I think I'm done with the color. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say is that we have achieved what we needed to achieve. You know, I had a little bit of fun and all that good stuff. I know somebody, and you know who you are. You said, honey, don't do anything with your hair. Find something else to do. Start wearing more color on your, as far as clothes. Do this, do that, but don't do nothing to your hair. And so I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to sit still and relax as far as any more color to my hair. But I'm very happy that I at least added a little bit more golden to it, a little bit more yellow to it. And yeah, it sort of reminds me of where I was before. It had a little bit more red, but I think for right now, we're just going to pump the brakes and leave it as is. So now that we're done with the color chapter, we're just going to go back to the regularly scheduled programming as far as my hair. I'm due for my next relaxer, the touch-up. I believe it's supposed to be this weekend. But if you guys remember, I used the Olaplex the week before I relaxed my hair the last go round. And I love the way it turned out. It just was so... Again, the softness was there. I did do the toasted hazelnut as well because I think I told you guys that it was a whole full day of hair. It was like a 3-cap day, plastic cap day, you know what I mean? Because the conditioner, then I had to do the color and the Olaplex and all like that. I said, I'm not going to do that again. It was just too long. So I did the color this week. And I think I'm going to delay my relaxer by 1 more week so I can do the Olaplex this week. So I did the color last week. That's how I should say it. Last week. This week. Last week. Okay, so I did the color last week. So I'm going to hold off from doing the relaxer by 1 week, by 1 more week, and do the Olaplex this week when I wash it. And then relax it and take it from there. So, because like I said, I like the way that turned out, and I just want to try it again, you know, because at first I didn't want to give Olaplex too much credit for how my hair turned out so lovely, but I think it definitely had something to do with it. So I'm going to try it again this go round, do the Olaplex number 3, and then relax with my relaxer the week after, and just keep it moving. You know, because the roots are rooting and tooting, so it's about time. But that is the game plan for right now. And just to, you know, bring home the point and just give you a little bit more of a visual. You know how we like visual aids around here from time to time. So again, just to give you an idea, these are the clip ends that I had. This is when I first started my channel. So this is where my hair first start. This is the color. This is the color of my hair basically when I first started. Okay, so it has gone from this to being a little bit redder, and now it's a little bit more just to show you, it's a little bit more golden red. It's just a little bit more golden red. Okay, just to give you an idea of where it is now from where it totally started. So that's amazing. So again, comparing it to my last color checkup, you may not see, too much of a difference. So again, it's pretty subtle, but I wanted to come in here and show you guys what it looks like, what it feels like, where it started and where we are now, and just basically the results of combining the two, the gray solution and the regular. So with that being said, honey, we done did it, and we done with it. And we're moving on. So we had some visual aids. I had some props as far as the actual product. And now we pretty much done. Like I said, this was quickly split. We are not playing around, honey. I just wanted to give you a quick update. So now that I have updated y'all, it is time for us to get up out of here. What do you think? I think we should, honey. So that's what we're about to do. So with that being said, that wasn't too bad, right? We were in and out okay. I want to thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And yeah, we'll be back talking about some more stuff, honey. Y'all need to come on back in here because we got some more stuff to talk about. So you got to come back for that. So you already know. It's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same Dolce channel. So you come on back.